Yo, we back. Another live stream. It's so much fun yesterday. Getting right back to it today. Building my custom software, taking it to the next level, not just doing some vibe coding and lovable and all that stuff. As cool as that is, we are building a legit software, real development, directed development, so to speak. Building through Claude Code, connected to a GitHub repository, pushing to Vercel for live hosting. Essentially what we're building here is well, it started off as a diagnostic tool. Now we're building into this entire offer command center diagnostic tool, my brain in a software. Very cool stuff. So I'm gonna go over here and start getting things set up. But man, I had so much fun just yesterday, just doing it live. So I'll get right back to it. Let's see. Let's get the browser windows going in here. Right. Boom, browser 1. Sweet. Let me bring up my Claude Code. Bring up my Whisper Flow. Claude Code is up. Whisper Flow is up. Let's test. Test 1, 2, 3. Cool. Whisper Flow is active. Let's go. If you're not using Whisper Flow, use it. It's awesome. I no longer have to type. I just hit function on my keyboard. I just speak, and no matter where I am, it works. I click in Claude, it works. I click on an SMS text message, click on an email, it works. I just dictate everything. I'm a slow typer. This has been game-changing for me. All right. Let's set up the Claude Code function. Beautiful. That's already linked. Let me get my second browser locked and loaded here. Browser 2. Let's see, is this the right window? Oh. Let's see here. Browser 2. Here we go. Beautiful. I know it doesn't fill the whole screen, but I'm running out of screen real estate even with my two big screens here. All right. I'm gonna open up my directed development assistant here in browser 2. We've got core browser here, center screen, Claude Code on the right bottom screen. Let me pull up my project. And of course, greeted with a bug here. So we'll start off with that. Let's see. All right, I've got a to-do list ready to rock and roll today. We'll see how much of it we get through. Now we have this debugging we have to do anyways first, so got a work cut out for us. Cellcath AI here's which is what I'm building. It's going to be a complete offered command center, diagnostic center. Most of what I do in my own personal business is diagnostics, helping people figure out what's broken in their funnel, where's the bottleneck, what's broken in their ads, right? Real strategic fixes. I've spent hours upon hours extracting all of my framework, strategies, everything into this code. It's baked in the back end. And then this morning, well, I'll get into that in a minute, but we're gonna have some integrations here, right? So we already have our Go High Level integration. Right here, you can link your Go High Level, you can link your sub accounts, your agency, whatever. It's going to pull the real information. I spent a long time, probably 4 hours, just getting this OAuth integration yesterday to work. It's a huge pain in the butt, but we got it. But now we're running into an error, so we'll see what the deal is there. Additionally, Meta is reviewing my Meta app, so you're going to be able to pull in, fingers crossed, knock on wood that it works. You're going to pull in your Meta ads information, so your click-through rates, absolutely everything. Both these things in tandem. Now, originally this was going to be you come in, you run this diagnostic. It has a whole AI chat feature too. I need to test that. It's going to have notifications. It's going to be sick. But the idea is you're going to come in here. You're going to run a diagnostic. It's going to pull your funnel info. It's going to pull your ad info. Everything automated, and it's going to tell you what you actually need to fix here. Now, this morning, I was on my way to the gym, like 5:15 in the morning. I was like half asleep, and I had this idea. We should turn this into more than just a diagnostic, a full offer command center. So when you come in here to your homepage, you should be able to like select from your different offers, add offers, right? And then the dashboard is customized based on your offer, essentially. So somebody's in here and they add their offer, and they come in here and then they select their meta ads campaign. They can load in what funnel from their high level is linked to this offer, or even load in from meta what campaign is linked to that offer, right? And then they can come in here, run diagnostic, and it's like, here's everything that's broken, here's your next plays. It's gonna have a to-do list, a checklist, strategy, all this stuff. It's gonna be awesome, but we are a long way from the finish line, so we are going to get to work here. And the first thing I have to do now is actually go ahead into my directed development tool, directed development assistant, and say, hey, just logged in today and was met with this error message from Go High Level. Let's knock this out before we move on to today's to-do list. While that's working, I'm going to be opening my additional tools that I'll be needing. So we're gonna need, depending on what we get into, Supabase. Definitely gonna need Vercel. I'm gonna need to open GitHub here on my desktop. Well, let's get into it. All right, cool. All right. Don't wait before valid actually means your GHL access token is rejected, either expired or revoked, or never properly swapped from the company level. Expired, didn't refresh, most likely just tokens for typically 24 hours. Yeah, everything was working fine yesterday, as you know, so it's likely an expiration of the token. I did not uninstall the app. We need to make sure that the user does not have to reconnect every day. So let's go ahead and get this fixed. Exactly right. If the token expires daily, the user has to reconnect. Cellcath is dead on arrival. Yep. Fix auto refresh tokens before they expire. GSL access tokens last 24 hours. Alright, well, that would have been nice to know up front. Check expiry before. What needs to happen? Where to build it. Best practice to build single utility function that handles get valid token. All right, let's just walk through it step by step to get this debugged like I'm 5. Step by step. Step 1, understand what's actually broken. Imagine JHL gave you a key to their house. The key works 24 hours, 12 hours. Yeah, I get this. I get it. Open Supabase and check what we're working with. All right. Let's go into Supabase here. Some of this stuff I don't show on the stream, but I'm in Supabase now, just doing exactly what it's. Click connected accounts. Find the row for your user, take a screenshot, look at these columns, access token. All right, let's see what we got going on here. You can see part of the row needs to see the full picture. Screenshot that's showing the 4 columns. All right, we're gonna expand this window. Just get all this info here. All right, let's see what's up. Perfect, we have the diagnosis. Look at this, the smoking gun. The current code never refreshes, it just tries the dead token and fails. I don't know. I want to fix it permanently the first time. I'm not interested in band-aids. Let's get this fixed permanently so we don't have to worry about it again. We got a long to-do list and I don't want to have this on the back burner. Let's skip the band-aid and get the long-term fix now. We have a long to-do list. I don't want a growing back burner. That's the right call. And you should have told me that the first time, Claude. All right. Plan the fix before we touch any code. Here's what we're about to build in plain English. I just need to know the... Let's cut down on all the explanations. Let's just get right to the fixes. Let's move fast and efficiently here. Let's skip the long explanations. Let's get right to the fixes. Let's move fast and efficiently here. Let's get this wrapped so we can move on to the real work. Got it, tight mode, let's go. Keep this mindset going forward today, please. Paste me these 3 files in order, one per message. Give specific instructions. Where are we finding these files? Access them, etc. Remember, break this down like I'm 5. We don't use that. Are you not aware of our current stack? I gave you a full handoff document that should have given you all the tools and everything we're using. Do you need me to go fetch that from the last thread? Listen, make sure that you read the full handoff document and understand everything we're working with. I don't want to be wasting time with you making incorrect assumptions. You should know the tech stack that we're building on. We need to work efficiently here. Cloud code, run this to show me the failing files. All right. Running on Claude Code. So basically what we're doing here is over here we've got our directed development assistant with Claude. And then over here, we've got Claude Code actually doing the dev. And then I've got a bunch of other tools. So Claude Code makes updates. It pushes the updates to the GitHub repository. I then push those, or commit the files, push those to Vercel. Vercel redeploys. It goes live on the server to the actual software that we're building. So we're going to take it back here. Let's see what's up. Perfect. Now we have what I need to give you the fix. The plan, create Cellcath. Yeah, before we write the code, I need to do one more file to make sure. Alright, running this now in Claude. So what we're trying to fix right now is, yesterday we had our Go high level integration working perfectly. The log back in today was getting this 401 error. Basically the token expired, but we can't expect a user to refresh the token every day, right? So we're debugging this at the moment. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead here and let's see. Alright, let's give this to the direct developer and assistant. See what's up. Yo, Peyton, what's up, dude? I'm doing well, brother. Just having some fun here, bro. Trying to be like you, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope the family's doing well. All right. We're going to take this over now to get our token set up here. Alright, I'm going to run it in Claude Code. We'll see what happens. Got a long to-do list today, so hopefully we can knock this out. Well, Peyton, we're both trying to be like each other, just in different ways, bro. I got to get on your level with the AI, and you got to get on mine with the GHL and all that stuff. But that's why we're connected, dude. Help each other out. All right. Critical platform name mismatch. Cool. All right. Let's see. I'll review these agents. All right. Let's take this back. Doing a little fusion. Yes, sir, bro. Exactly. That's what it's all about, man. Cloud code is right on all accounts. Good catch. Tell Cloud code. This is what's so cool about like just being alive right now. I feel like you got all these tools that you can just kind of play around with and just learn so much. Like this stuff's been brain numbing for me, but I feel like I've learned a heck of a lot just from messing around, and like now some of this stuff's starting to click and make sense, which is awesome. Never been easier to learn, never been more access to endless information, endless tools. Alright, so Cloud code. Man, skipping preview verification, the server-side helper. Peyton, I don't know if you caught it, man, but what I'm trying to do now is, yesterday I spent like 4 hours building out this OAuth for the Go high level integration here with this thing I'm building to just pull in all the data from the funnel and everything and into the system. And we're doing the same thing with meta ads. I'm just waiting on Meta to approve. But basically, it's just going to pull in all your funnel data, all your ad data, everything, and then it's going to just read everything and be like, hey, here's where your critical failures are. Here's what you need to do. So we'll see if I can make it happen. I'm confident I can. I've built some very light versions of this in like with Cloud Code and Lovable and whatnot, but we're trying to build it much bigger and badder today. Well, not today, but right now. All right, we're gonna run this back in Cloud Code. Yeah, I think marketing teams learning more tech makes them really powerful. I agree, dude. Yeah, exactly, Peyton, using my knowledge of it. So I spent like probably a total of, between a few different sessions, probably a total of like 4 hours just extracting all of my strategies, everything that I do. I gave it like 2 years of transcripts from diagnostic calls, both one-on-one and group, and all kinds of stuff. We built out this super robust decision tree framework and put it all in the code. So it's cool because yesterday I did a little test stream and I ran through actual funnel data, and like it was super dead on with the whole diagnostic. Then there's this AI chat that we're building out too that's basically like powered by my brain. So it's been really cool. And yesterday I was actually really impressed by the outputs. But as you know, right, if you do one thing, another thing breaks. You fix one thing breaks. You come in to your work session with a to-do list, and then, you spend the whole thing doing something else. But it's all good. It's fun. Just learning, Blessed to be able to just learn. All right. Same statement. All right, take this back to Claude code. LOL, I know you do, man. One step forward, 2 steps back, but then somehow at the end of the day, it always seems to come together. So, and it's fun, you just enjoy it. What are you working on today, bro? I know you're always up to cool stuff. Love to know what you're up to. So what we're also gonna do is it's gonna have this like notification center, which will be cool. So like, let's say your funnel crosses a certain threshold. So like you hit, 1,000, 1,200 unique visitors on a funnel. It's gonna pop in and be like, hey, you've crossed the threshold where you should consider running retargeting ads. And then it's gonna give you like the plays, right? So like, here's the play. Like, go launch this campaign, here's the strategy. And then the chat is basically gonna just help them, answer the questions, fill in the gaps. Like, all right, I ran through a bunch of tests yesterday, so someone's like, what's a hook? It's gonna be like, here's what the hook is, here's how to write a good hook, here's how and here's how everything works together. So the idea is it's all super customized, and on their dashboard they're just gonna be able to choose like what offer, and it's gonna automatically sync up to those funnels corresponding to that offer, to the ads corresponding to that offer. It's gonna notify them. Then also accountability, because on the weekly calls I run, people show up week after week with the same problem and they never implement the fix. So it's gonna be like checking in, be like, hey, did you do this yet? And then it's gonna know because it can talk to the data. So if they start that middle of funnel, it's gonna know. And then it can stop that follow-up. Or you'll get the people, right, as I'm sure you know, Peyton, that will be like, I don't want to fix, I want to build something new. So they'll come in here and they'll start trying to work on something new. It's like, wait, like, you have outstanding fixes from the last thing. Like, let's focus in on that. So, yeah, man, I think it could be huge. I think it could be really useful for people. And it's really just all based off like the past 2 years of just running all of these diagnostic calls and the patterns. I'm working on sourcing, so personal feed that is taking an info on my Hermes. Nice. I need to get into the Hermes stuff. I was watching some stuff on that yesterday. Looks awesome. All right, Claude code is coming back. And just applied. Weird stuff I spotted while in there. Let this run. I have right now, I sort of have a super light version of this that I built between Claude Code and Lovable. And it's like a low ticket. So like, it's kind of like a freemium thing, just to kind of test this idea. And people basically answer this short like type form style questionnaire, and it pulls in a lot of this data. It's very much a very light version of this, and then they pay like a $47 unlock fee. to get the full diagnostic, and people have been doing that and actually like getting very useful information that's getting them ROI. So that was sort of the validator to see like, okay, can I take it to the next level? It's a better RSS feed. Yeah, I need to check it out. I feel like I'm not like I'm not a technical guy, so all this stuff is just so like, I feel like my brain's gonna explode, but it's also expanding in a good way, which is great. Bug number 1 is a real problem, and we're already in this file. Fix it now. Cellcath code. Right, go ahead and paste this in here. With socials and lists that I built, I get inspiration from those to get sucked into scrolling and feed it in. Yeah, dude, you've been cranking out the content, man, on like a crazy level. It's awesome. Every time I go on YouTube, I see your stuff. So I know you're getting those systems dialed in. I got to get more systematized with that stuff on the content side, but I'm getting there, you know, one thing at a time. What's cool is I've actually really been enjoying the live stuff, which has been fun. So, yep, we'll allow. Swap. All right. Let Claude continue to do its thing here. Dude, Peyton, I loved your live you did the other week, bro. That was awesome. Super valuable. All right, we'll take it back to the directed development assistant here. Made a video using Hyperfaker and it blew my mind. I have not tried that yet. Hyperframe. Okay, Hyperframes. Yeah, dude, I gotta try that. There's so many tools. I saw this post the other day. It was just too accurate, and it was like I've never felt like I'm saving so much time because AI is doing so much work for me, but then I've also never felt like I had so little time because it's moving so fast. And it's like every time I wake up, there's like, oh, like this new tool. Or, you know, Anthropic drops something that's now like the baddest, and then OpenAI drops something that then tops that, and then it's like constant, right? Which is good. The market's improving constantly. But man, it's a lot to keep up with. But I think you and I both agree that people that do keep up and really lean into this are going to be the ones that win here over the next few years. Same treatment, Cellcath code. All right, so we're just moving back and forth here. I had a whole list. I was like, I'm going to get in and knock out all this whole list, and of course we're just going to spend the first who knows how long fixing this, but that's how it goes. LOL, same. Yeah, dude. It's wild. But hey, I would rather have so many tools that are so incredible that I can't keep up with than, you know, not have any of these tools. It's wild what you're able to accomplish right now. You know, you and I have been talking a lot about just the skill of learning, like the engineering of everything. I think that's so crucial. Like I'm not a developer at all or anything, but I've been putting a lot of time into learning how the tools work together, prompting them correctly, just through trial and error and whatnot. And even now, you know, just learning more efficient ways and just building the skill set. It's like if you know the right tool and how to use it, it can be dangerous. That's the goal here. Alright, force the expire token in Superbase at the endpoint, confirm the auto refresh. In Superbase, open the table editor. Alright. The nice thing is I actually know my way around all these tools now. So when it tells me to go to Supabase and do stuff, I'm like, yeah, I actually know where that is now because I've been doing it nonstop for like 3 days. All right, let's see. Table of find your row. Edit token expires at. Put the paste timestamp. It expires at. Okay. Done. All right, let's see. Still getting the error. All right. 429. So let's see. Still getting the error after changing in Supabase. Peyton, are you using Whisperflow or anything like that? I've been using Whisperflow. And dude, it's been sick. Like, just hit function on my keyboard and I can just voice dictate, and the accuracy's nuts, even if you like do it super, super quiet. Good, token expires at set to pass timestamp. The tamp is right. We need to figure out. New code isn't deployed yet. Vercel hasn't pushed it live. The code is deployed. Refresh is failing. We need to see. Yeah, well, we didn't. Yes. Yeah, we've not deployed yet to Vercel. That would explain it. All right, I'm gonna push the. We're gonna commit the files here in GitHub and push. And then wait for Vercel deployment to go live. Same, just learning. I really believe this will make millionaires. Yeah, dude, I agree. I don't know if you saw that article about the guy that started like the $1 billion company. It's just him and AI agents. Something in the health field. It had something to do with like GLP-1s and insurance. I think he ended up getting like busted for some kind of fraud or something he was committing, but but he started some kind of like $1 billion business. Use a free tool called Handy, but it uses Whisper backend. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. So it's like Whisper, but free. I'm on the free trial of Whisper because the free version is only like 2,000 words a week, and I'm already at like 12,000 words in like 4 days. So I was planning on picking up the paid version, but I'll have to check out Handy. But yeah, I guess this guy started like this $1 billion company. Just him and AI agents. Which is wild, but I think he was doing some fishy stuff. At least with the finances and whatnot. Or taxes, who knows. But yeah, I agree, dude. I think that it's going to be unbelievable what's possible. Yeah, I did. It's an affiliate and impersonation of doctors. Yeah, that's what it was. So I think there will be people here that will do it the legal way and do things the right and ethical way that will be able to start incredibly profitable and revenue generating companies with a very small team. All right, let's see. Here's what the error. Okay, so different error, but still an error. Progress. Token manager is working. It refreshed the token, but now GHL is rejecting the new token permissions. Different problem. So yeah, one problem always leads to another. Diagnose in Supabase. Open connected accounts. What's the account ID? then we'll grab the logs. Token manager. Then paste the report. Let's see what happens. Scammers are always first because they have no light. Exactly. Exactly. God, the refresh is working, but it's returning token with the wrong auth class. That's the smoking gun. Confirmed by inspecting the refresh token. Yeah, always easier to, exploit things than to do it the right way, but those that do it the right way, hopefully will win in the end. Yep, we'll allow unclock code. All right. Take this here. Bring it over here. Push and retest, same flow. All right. Gonna go ahead and commit here on GitHub. We're gonna go ahead and push. Wait for the deployment. See what happens. All right. We are redeployed. Get the same error back. Hey, have a great day as well, Peyton. God bless, bro. Thanks for stopping by, man. Always good to chat. Keep up the good work, dude. Pull the Vercel logs. All right. Let's see. Filter for debug. So it's not returning anything. I'm not seeing anything. New possibilities, quick check, possibly one new code didn't redeploy, open Vercel, project deployment side, but definitely redeployed. Vercel definitely redeployed. All right, let's see what Claude Code says now. Debug blocked in the pipeline, sitting between JSON. Remove all filters. All right. Now we'll take this back to our directed development assistant. Code is there, logs aren't appearing, means either logs are being captured somewhere. One quick check. Is the funnels route even hitting the token manager? Look up Vercel logs again in the last 5 minutes. All right. Let's check. See any of these? Yep. Alright, old log. Reset the triggering Supabase connected accounts. Set token expires back up to past timestamp like save. Alright, nice quick stream today. Just spent the whole thing debugging, but the wife and the kids just got home from the zoo, so I'm gonna go say what's up to them. And then I'm gonna handle this debugging and then maybe go live later once we can actually get to what we're gonna work on today. I had a whole list for the stream and ended up hitting a bug, and now we've just been debugging. So gonna take care of this stuff, say what's up to the family, go eat lunch with them, and then we'll go ahead and come back when we can actually knock out our list.